songs, let me tell you about a friend. It's Craig LeBlanc where the good times never end. Talking Parks and Rec, it's a show you gotta know. Welcome one and all to the Daily Parks and Rec Show. It's the Daily Parks and Rec Show.
Not really knowing, because this is the first conference that I've been to that was this size, so I have really appreciated the information and all the stuff and the connections I've been able to make, because I do feel like going forward in the future, I've kind of hit some walls to get some things done around the park, and now I can take the initiative to be able to get that going forward and get some of those projects done.
Welcome back to the Daily Parks and Rec Show from the 2025 LRPA convention. In this episode, Outdoorlink's Dave Ramirez sits down with Marty Ritter from the City of Covington to talk about community parks, public works collaboration, and why parks and recreation is truly an essential service. From historic neighborhood parks to large-scale community events, this conversation highlights the impact of showing up, getting involved, and being the change your community needs. Let's dive in.
All right. Good morning. And reaching out from Baton Rouge, we're here at the Louisiana Recreation Park Association annual conference. My name is Dave Ramirez. I'm the National Parks and Rec specialist for Outdoorlink and a proud partner with the Daily Parks and Rec Show. This morning we come to conferences and you network and you meet people. So met Marty yesterday. I'm gonna let him share a little bit about what he does in the Parks and Rec field.
Thank you, Mr. Dave. So I'm with the City of Covington, and we really just go through and on our day-to-day, I have a little 13 acre park. That's a family park. It's got a decent sized playground that was built in the 80s. It's very historic, and it's a very beautiful park that we do, and just maintaining and trying to keep it beautiful.
All right.
One of our things that we try and do.
How long you been in Parks and Recreation?
So I started last year, and because I always believe, you got to be the change you want to see. So whenever I got into it, the opportunity was available, and I was like kind of hop head first and haven't looked back yet. So
fantastic.
I'm looking forward to it.
No, I love, my career spanned 32 years in Parks and Recreation over in the Tampa Bay, Hillsborough County, Florida area. So meeting folks like you, Marty, is awesome because, you guys are coming in, you're fresh, you see what's going on, and you're giving back to the community, which a lot of folks, come, and that's what we do. That's what Parks and Rec does. So over at your site, do you guys do any type of programming, and do you like special events, or is it just a green space for the community?
So in that, what we have is we actually have about 4 very large events. So we have the Youth Service Bureau, they hold a chef's soiree, and that one is a very large event that brings a lot of people in. We do the Oscar holds Monster Mash for the kids. There's a bunch of events that come through, and there's all kinds of vendors and everybody else that comes out. Then we have Sparks in the Park. That's a city-run event, and that's also a large one. That one's a free event that comes through, and that draws a lot of people in. It's a big place.
Awesome. So Covington, I'm again from Florida, so I don't know. Is it a big town, small town?
It's kind of it's a smaller. It's right above on the North Shore. We're in, I would say, medium size.
Okay.
It's not too large, but it's not really small.
Gotcha. So, tell me a little bit about your team, that you work with at this site. Is it, a group? Is it just a handful of folks? You got your maintenance team, your program team.
Yeah. So what it is I'm really the kind of my own little thing. I'm with Public Works. So, that's kind of how we situate that, but I'm really by myself over there. I kind of keep everything up, and
one man show.
that's
One
it.
man show.
If I need help, I
Yep.
just
Well,
have
one
to
thing
follow through.
in the Parks and Rec industry, public works is vital. You know what I'm saying? Many Parks and Rec departments around the country are oversaw by public works. So you're in that situation. So you know, it's great. You're able to come to a Parks and Rec conference, learn, about what's going on, what's going to help you do a job. And then, per se, everybody's, oh, it's, public works. I said, no, public works and Parks and Rec are like the same thing. We're providing a service to our community through our facilities and activities that we do, and it's super important. And I'm sure you guys got a good support system over there to keep that park afloat and ready to go. So, well, I'm gonna go ahead and take a minute, and I'll share a video with you, man, a little bit about Parks and Rec industry, and get your intake, your thoughts about it. All right. Hold on one second. We'll play right now.
When we talk about essential services, what comes to mind? Police, firefighters, healthcare. But there's another essential service, often overlooked, yet always present. Parks and recreation. Parks and Rec is health. It's the walking trail that lowers blood pressure, the recreation center where seniors fight isolation, the swim lessons that prevent tragedy before it happens. This isn't a luxury, it's a lifeline. Parks and Rec is safety. A playground instead of a street corner, a basketball court instead of trouble, a summer camp where every child belongs. It's not just about activity, it's about protection, prevention, and possibility. Parks and Rec is community, the festival that brings neighbors together, the cultural event that teaches respect and diversity, the open space where a city breathes. It builds bridges where division once stood. It gives people a reason to gather, to connect, to care. And Parks and Rec is economics. It strengthens property values. It drives tourism through events and trails. It saves on healthcare costs. Every dollar invested multiplies, feeding back into schools, into safety, into growth. Essential service is not just about survival, it's about thriving. And Parks and Recreation is where thriving begins. In wellness, in equity, in culture, and in joy. Parks and Rec isn't extra, it's essential. For our health, for our safety, for our communities, for our future. A message from the Parks and Recreation community.
All right. Again, I've seen this video several times, man. I always pick something different, man, that I take from it. What'd you think? What's your thoughts on it, man?
And that is it's very powerful. I mean, I like that design, and I mean it's really impactful, the community side of it, because it's right. You definitely keep the kids in the park instead of on the corner, and
That's right.
It keeps them out of trouble.
Yeah. One thing that, I've always preached in my career is that Parks and Recreation, we are an essential service. A lot of times when it comes to budget time and whatnot, they look at Parks and Rec to, sort of make those cuts and trim, so other things could be funded. But, when it comes to what Parks and Rec professionals do, it's much more than just throwing some balls out on a field and the kids get to play. We are, we're maintenance, we're operating. We're managing, tech, we're doing technical, stuff. We're just constantly involved at our facilities. But then when things happen, like, in Florida, I am, I was, a manager or a manager director there. When storms come through, we were that first responder. We were out there cleaning streets and looking and doing assessments of facilities and helping people grab sandbags and water and food assistance. Parks and Rec does it all.
Yeah.
And the same thing with Public Works. I'm saying you guys are out there with us. Where Parks and Rec, Public Works work hand in hand, man, to go ahead and do good in the community and help them out, folks out when they need.
And takes all of us to make it go round. That's for sure.
That's right. Over here in Louisiana, a little different in Florida, but you guys, the challenges are the same everywhere.
Right.
Mother Nature is going to go ahead and do what she wants to do, and she doesn't really care where.
Seems like she's been aiming at y'all a little bit more lately.
Yeah, this year was a nice, quiet year, though. Thank goodness, man.
Thank
so
goodness.
it was nice and quiet for the state of Florida. But so let me ask you. We'll chat up here a little bit, a few more minutes. Conference. Tell me a little bit about what you're thinking. I think LRPA is doing a great job. I've really enjoyed my time here the past couple of days. I'm going to be teaching a session later this afternoon on cost efficiency with smart technology. And you want to share with me a little bit about the classes you popped in and into and what you've taken from conference so far.
Really, I've learned a lot. It's I came in not really knowing, because this is the first conference that I've been to that was this size. So I have really appreciated the information and all the stuff and the connections I've been able to make, because I do feel like going forward in the future, I've kind of hit some walls to get the things done around the park, and now I can take the initiative to be able to get that going forward and get some of those projects done.
My recommendation to you, Marty, is just continue to network, meet people. I'm saying that right there, you learn so much from just simple conversations, at a session or at a social, at these events. This morning there was a great session. We had, the president and CEO from the National Recreation Park Association speak, and, just talk about, how important, Parks and Rec is, and what we do. So, as I'm coming new into the Parks and Rec field, man, I encourage you, man, just to continue to learn and talk. And there's folks like myself and others out there that are glad to share our experiences and knowledge with you. And, this podcast that we're doing now with the Daily Parks and Rec Show is all about that. We're sharing stories. We're talking about the good, and the bad, and some of the ugly too, because that's how you learn. You got to go ahead and look at everything full circle. So again, appreciate your time. I know you're going to be hopping into class here soon, and I appreciate you taking a couple of minutes to jump on with us and enjoy the rest of the time here in Baton Rouge.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
You got it. Have a good one.
Appreciate you.
You got it. Take care now.
You too.
Are you ready to lead the next generation of Parks and Rec? Whether you're a student, intern, or rising leader, welcome to the Young Professionals Network by DPRS Media Co. Our mission? To empower early career professionals in parks and recreation through mentorship, visibility, and real-world leadership development. Our vision? A national network of passionate, prepared, and purpose-driven leaders who shape the future of public service. Starting now. Powered by the Daily Parks and Rec Show, YPN gives you access to exclusive interviews, career-building resources, behind-the-scenes content, and live events, all created by and for the next wave of Parks and Rec professionals. Learn from seasoned directors, build your brand, get involved with national conversations that matter. Whether you're in youth sports, facilities, programming, or policy, YPN is your launchpad. Young Professionals Network, your career, your community, your story.